Yeah, I love that, man. The last one is more another soundbite for another piece that we're thinking about doing, which was Sean's. I just wanted to know, like, what was the experience like after doing Sean's podcast? And like, one of the aspects we're going down at the moment is everyone we've spoken to who's sort of had that experience has spoken about how much it's helped the business, how much it's helped them foster new relationships and all this kind of stuff. And they've spoken about him as a person as well, being a really genuine guy. But yeah, I'm just curious as to what your experience was like, having like, and what the impact, I guess, doing Sean's show was.
Surreal. I mean, when I went on that podcast, episode 15, he didn't have a big following. I think a couple 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I don't think he was on anything else. I mean, he was small. And he was a one-man show, really. I mean, I think he had one guy helping out with the camera stuff, but I mean, he was controlling the entire thing, to include the sound, the editing, all of it. Outside of what it did for the business at the time, the awareness, the amount of people that podcast has touched, I think it's at 7 million right now on YouTube. It's probably 14 million on iTunes downloads. I mean, crazy numbers. I've never had anything that comes close. I mean, hundreds of thousands of messages. If you roll through my DMs, it'll break your heart. And we've talked about it before, guys FaceTiming me about to commit suicide. I mean, hundreds of wives, thousands of wives, guys I've worked with in the past, every walk in between, firemen, police officers, entrepreneurs, children. I mean, 13, 14 years old, watch that podcast and have reached out. Like, everybody in between, every demographic, every continent, every country you can imagine has reached out because of that thing. It changed so many people's lives, and it changed mine too. And it gave them an opportunity to see somebody they thought would sit on like a pillar that couldn't be knocked off, or some dude who's going to chest pound. And I mean, you've seen the interview. It's not like that at all. And I think it showed a level of humility that nobody else had done at the time. And I think that's why it caught fire so much. Like, they didn't expect you to get on there and be that vulnerable, be that open, to be that emotional, and then to air out a bunch of your dirty laundry. Like, I haven't seen anybody else do that. And I know people have gone on there since and tried to do something similar. They haven't really uncorked it, and they're leaving a lot of skeletons in the closet. I don't have any more. It's been humbling, man. Like, I get every day. If I open up my DMs right now, we've got something in there from Shawn Ryan. And a lot of it, like when you go to like SHOT Show or any kind of event, if we had a clicker for every time you heard the name Shawn Ryan, we would run out of space. It's the only thing they talk about. Now it's transitioned into this content, this mental health message, this training content. It always loops back to Shawn Ryan. That's how I found you, Shawn Ryan. That's how I found you. That's how I found you. It's like, I'm super grateful for the opportunity, but I had no thought of where it would go. We just didn't. We just wanted to tell our story, to get out in front of a bunch of other things, and everything else just fell into place. But he absolutely changed my life, changed the company's dynamic, and changed millions of other people's lives. I couldn't say enough about him. For him even having me on that show, I mean, in my opinion, I didn't have a story. I wasn't Eddie Gallagher. There wasn't a thing for me to really tell. We jumped on a phone call and talked for like 30 minutes. He's like, I've heard enough. He's like, yeah, come out. We'll book the dates, and flew out to Franklin and went out and had dinner that night. And if you've ever met him, he doesn't talk too much. Our dinner, he probably said 30 words. Showed up next morning, shot the whole episode, and wrapped it up and came home. And I didn't expect it to do anything. So, pleasant surprise the next morning when I opened up social and saw the reviews and saw the views, and it's like, oh man, this thing is going ballistic. And then when you open up the DMs and you see it, and it's like just these novels. I mean, just paragraph after paragraph. Well, now what? Because now I have an obligation. And I've talked to everybody there is on social media that I would consider like a pillar inside the social media community. Every single one told me, don't respond back to them. Don't. He's like, it'll take up too much of your bandwidth. You won't be able to focus on anything else. I was actually with Mike Israel. I was talking to him, and I was kind of telling him the issues we're having. I was like, I can't keep up with him. He's like, well, how many you get in a day? Some days I'll get 500, 600. I mean, like we're going through them. She's going through them in real time every day, every minute. Goes through them all day. He's like, you can't do that, man. You can't do it. I was like, okay. Then I spun him around. I was like, this just came in, and I slid it across to him, and he read it. I mean, it's 3 or 4 paragraphs. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, my DMs aren't like that. And I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. They're not asking me about a push press combination or some bicep curl. Like, read that. Yeah, okay. You're going to have to figure that out. The only way I know how is just answer them in real time. So that's what we do. Mm-hmm. Every break we get when I'm on my phone, that's what I'm doing. Just rolling through the DMs to try to keep ahead of them. It's changed so many people's lives, and I feel a deep obligation to respond however I can, even acknowledgement. Just letting them know that I saw their message, back a short reply. But I mean, I've done thousands of phone calls at this point. College athletes, high school athletes, cops, firemen, Navy SEALs, everybody in between, guys in the UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, French, Germans, everybody. It's like, hey, can we get on a phone call for 5 minutes? I'm really going through something. Even with the language barrier. How's Saturday at 2:00? Perfect. I'll WhatsApp you. Done. We'll sit up there and FaceTime for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just pouring his heart out. And it's like I feel like at some point I'm like a combination between Dr. Phil and Andrew Huberman. It's like, I'm just a dude. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to help you navigate how I would tell you if you were in my team. And I just keep it honest and pure. I don't have all the answers, but chances are whatever you're going through, I've already gone through. I've already messed it up. I can definitely tell you what not to do. I'll tell you what I would do in that situation. And I'll tell you when I did that, how it didn't go so well for me. Try to give them the answers they need to hear. It's been incredible, man. I can't say enough things about Shawn.
Do you think, obviously you had a purpose of being the most elite fighting force warrior that existed, you know, and it was, you know, you probably had a real strong purpose to do that. Like you felt like a pull and a calling to do that. Like why else would you be at the top? Do you feel a strong enough pull with this purpose? Like, do you feel as strong of a pull with this purpose of like helping people?
Real talk?
Yeah, honesty, yeah.
I feel like I'm on the wrong train.
Really?
I feel like I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I feel like I should be doing that full time. I feel like the training, the tactics, the content, all of that, I feel like my bandwidth would be served trying to help people. As much as I love the training, I love the skydiving, the shooting. If I could just do that full time, I would just do that. But now that this is opened up, this gives me such a better feeling of gratitude than anything else I've ever done. It just does, because I've seen him. Like, I've been in that hole. I've been in that guest room. I've been sitting in the front seat of that truck just waiting to close it out. I've been there. And to have the ability to get them to not do that, to go back and rebuild that family, anybody can teach CQB. Anybody can shoot on the flat range, dude. Very few people can make that transition. And that is where I feel I'm having the most impact. And I don't have the bandwidth to do it. And that's what I struggle with every day. Like, if we wouldn't have had the company, I wouldn't be employed by GPRS, and I just would have dropped that podcast and shifted over and done that. I would have done that and never looked back. And now that's why I feel conflicted. It's like, well, I have to do this because it's why the company pays me. I have to do this job. But man, if I could just do that, I would. I wouldn't. I don't know what that looks like. Like, could I do a podcast? I'd have to stop all this. Is it speaking engagements? I wanted to pitch an idea to you about doing something in the UK together, but I feel the most benefit of doing that. I feel like that is where I'm truly supposed to be. I don't know if that's writing a book. I don't know what that is, but that's what I feel like I'm called to do the most. That's where I feel the most fulfilling.
Yeah, I've like, from the outside perspective, I know you've had this incredible career, but all of this can't be a mistake. Like, this can't be just random. You know, we spoke about the fragility of that timeline of how it could have all changed and all been so different, to lead you to going to do the Shawn Ryan, to, you know, all of that stuff. It can't be, it has to be a reason. Like, it surely has to be a reason. And I mean, the fact that so many people are, you know, getting a lot of help out of it. Yeah.
Feels like every day that I don't want to do it anymore, Some days I just wake up and I'm in a funk, and I tell Patsy quite often, I want to wake up and just delete social media and just walk away from the whole thing. Like, I'm done, dude. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be online. I don't want to do it anymore. And every day I wake up and I just think about deleting it, drifting off into obscurity. I'll move to Spain. I'll grow a Fu Manchu and I'll never come back. Every single day that I really have that feeling where it doesn't feel like a blessing, it feels like a curse, I'll open up and I'll have a DM so heartbreaking, I can't leave it. Every single time. I'll wake up and I'll just read this novel. I'm like,